All right, I think we're live. So I am doing the first Ryan Builds It live, so you'll have to bear with me as I do this. I'm gonna walk over to my computer and check really quick to make sure everything's running okay, and then I will be getting into building this Lego F1 car that I'm gonna be using for a special video that I have. So let me just pop on over to YouTube and double check that I am live. I guess the best way to do this will be to stand up and go to my other little desktop setup real quick and refresh. Great. It looks like everything is live. Let's make sure. Oh, and the audio works. I think we're cooking. So, sorry about that quick break, but I will kind of walk you through. So, if you're new to Ryan Builds It, new to me, I started this about 6 months ago where I 3D print different designs on my 3D printer, different things that I'm thinking about doing for fun and to be able to provide these fun videos of different items that I'm doing. And I'm really putting into it what I like to do. So you'll see a lot of Legos, different F1 things. I did a 3D printed Yeezy slide. So a lot of different things that just relate to me and are things that I enjoy and that I think that you might enjoy too. So I wanted to try to do more to engage with you guys as a community and help to grow my community. So YouTube has been a really great platform for me. So I'm gonna try to utilize this stream here to be able to show you a build that is behind the scenes, because I'll steal this really quick. Over there you'll see the track that I'm actually designing. So as a part of my videos, a lot of these different scenes and pieces I put together, and that's gonna be one of them. And in order to get this track built right, I need to know the exact size of this car width-wise to make this whole thing come together. And so I thought I would just live stream it, and hopefully you'll be able to see everything okay, and I'll be able to see the chat, and we'll just start building this thing together. So hopefully this first one is just jumping right into one. So it looks like it is, which is perfect because 1 and 2 are going to be that. Because for now, I'm not super worried about the AMG 1. It is a pretty cool one. It'll be fun to build and be able to put onto my collection in the wall. But for today, I really want to get through this one because once I have that track width, then I can start doing a 3D print. The goal is to be able to take this and race it on a track, if you will, and be able to play with it that way. So you'll get to see some of the funny things that I do of how I build Legos and enjoy them. They're a huge enjoyment for me. It's something that I've enjoyed since I was a kid. I'm actually a mechanical engineer. Got a degree from Virginia Tech, and it's something that I still enjoy to this day, even being older, just being able to work with my hands and do things in a different way. So let's break this up. Get some of that trash out of here. And you know, being a part of this event, being a part of this live stream as well, the cool part will be when I get to actually share the video and see that I've been posting pretty regularly on Fridays and Saturdays, and you'll be able to kind of see this as the behind the scenes piece. We'll likely use some pieces of this footage to be able to get to where we need to go. So you can see I already built the man. Second nature, you know. Nothing too crazy about him. He doesn't look like any sort of specific special character. I'm trying to think if he looks more like Hamilton or Russell, and I don't know. I don't think they went either way on that one. I'm sure licensing for a person is pretty tough. Got the nice little helmet, and all right. Also, you're gonna see I'm gonna be having my lunch as well. I'm taking my lunch break to kind of do this live stream in between working on projects, because we all get started somewhere, and this is getting started for me, trying to do this in between things and build up everything while I grow. So I've been able to do well with these shorts, and I do plan on trying to do more long form content, and also trying to do things like this to show you pieces of my process. So we'll just jump kind of right in. I'm gonna grab, let's see, looks like this first gray piece is one of these. Honestly, right now, looking at it, this doesn't even seem like too bad. Like there's a ton of pieces, so hopefully it's not taking too long. So hopefully I can really work through this. Because, and I say it like that, normally Legos, I'll be honest, are this way of me decompressing. I can do them at night when my daughter goes to sleep, and just as a way to relax and decompress. But because I'm using them more and more in videos, I need to be able to get some of this done so that I can get this video. Most of my videos are really on a pretty strict timeline. You'll see me talk about that in a lot of them, and the reason that they are typically on a strict timeline is because, you know, with working a job, wanting to have the weekends with family, you just get busy. So I really try to get them done during the week, and when I get some special time. And this one is going to be a little bit more of an engagement with people and being able to do it in a little bit of a different way. So and let me know. I've got chat up as well. If you join, you know, let me know, and I can say hello. And even if there's something better or that you want to see, maybe some close-ups, or maybe tell me to stop looking at my computer and look at the camera, you know, I'm really open to learning what you guys want to see. Because another side of it where I kind of get this shiny penny syndrome is what they say, and you just start chasing all these different aspects. And one thing that I would really like to do at some point is work on like a Discord for the community, to be able to ask me questions about 3D printing, to be able to do some Lego builds together or do some 3D prints together. I really think it'd be cool to showcase CAD design and be able to show how I design things and talk about those different aspects to really help the community understand and help people learn to be able to do it themselves. All right. And I think something else about this, it really doesn't have to be pressure. I don't actually expect anybody to be watching, and so it's kind of the beauty of it at first. You have to just take that step and try it and start getting into that mentality and doing things. And what I'm really doing this for is enjoyment and building the community. But, you know, there is some enjoyment for me, and I want to keep that in mind, because doing these different aspects, I've got to have fun with it, because this isn't something that just happens overnight. It just takes some time to build and be vulnerable with yourself and help people grow. It looks like, oh, it looks like this is the steering wheel. So that's pretty cool. Almost looks like a game controller. But it's pretty cool how much detail they can really put into some of these pieces. I mean, Lego is really an incredible company. And to think about how little some of the designs have changed, but how much they can do with just the foundation of the blocks, it's pretty cool. Man, I'm having a tough time finding, oh, here it is, finding this little piece. Man, that's actually really cool. So here we're starting to see it come together as the seat with the steering wheel there that we've got. So pretty cool start. Now really getting that base, which is good because this track width is what I'm gonna need for when I'm building this 3D printed track. Kind of funny too. I never thought I'd be, sitting on the floor of my office and building a Lego as a part of, trying to create something. But I think that happens to a lot of us. We never know where things will go, and we're trying to enjoy things and just have fun. Something else that'll be interesting to learn once I start getting some feedback too is what people like to see and don't like to see. I mean, this is just a setup I kind of threw together quickly, and I don't know if the format's what's best, but I think as I get to grow and the more you do something, the more you'll start to see what works for you, what works for people, how you can build some cool stuff. Also, I know ASMR is pretty big, and I do have a nice microphone that I can use to record some stuff, but it's not exactly sitting in a place that makes it easy to build Legos, because I wanted the space for the Legos, because this I'm kind of going just by the seat of my pants, building it. As you can see, I just threw them out there. A lot of times I'll actually go through and depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I'll really lay out pieces and set them up, and it makes it kind of easier and quicker sometimes. But also sometimes I just want to enjoy the mess of it and try to find it on my own and not have to be so cookie cutter. I'm very organized. I'm very clean and put together in my general life. So sometimes it's nice to just enjoy the little chaos of pieces, if you will. All right, so this one goes up front here. I think I got that right. Looks pretty good. So far, so good. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. Oh man, it looks like there's two more. I did accidentally, because I was going quick, trying to think of the stream, trying to get everything ready. I did actually I did open number 2 already. So also, I think my camera freezes up every so often. Really sorry about that. Hopefully you're at least getting the build and able to hear everything, even though my front camera might be cutting out, because I can hear it every so often because I'm just using my phone. All right. I love this progress bar. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's really nice to help give you some of that timeline as to how long this is going to take, because I do have to be cognizant of my time with it really being like a lunch break build, if you will. And maybe that's like a cool, path. Maybe that's something I start doing, the lunch break builds, where we get together at lunch and build up whatever we're doing for the week. So looks like we're just gonna do this flat gray pieces. Do you guys all have different names for these too? That's something I'm curious about. I feel like I always call them different things, like 1 piece or 5 piece or... All right. This is I think it's a really good first build. Just a good size. I made a short short video on YouTube about, I have my McLaren hung up on the wall. That's kind of my pinnacle. That was a gift from my wife for Christmas that I got that F1 car. And that's really like my kind of prized one. And I was really hoping I posted the short, and as a call to action at the end, I did say, if this gets 1,000 views, I'll get another Lego. And the Lego I really had in mind was that the new F1 Mercedes. I think that one's just super cool. Mercedes has been a cool piece for my family. Some family of mine are big F1 fans, and they love Mercedes. And so I think having that would be really cool to kind of show and play, and maybe even get it for him at some point. So, but coming back to it, I was saying, if I got 1,000 views, then I would be able to get this Lego. My wife actually said that after she saw what I had put together and thought that it looked good. Let's see, 4. These stickers, I feel like, can be like the easiest or the toughest thing. Especially as someone that's a perfectionist. Oh, this one I'm probably going to have to take off. Number 7. I wonder if I can... Weird. I wonder why it keeps disconnecting like that. In the future, I might have to switch up using my phone. Maybe even switch to just my computer cam. If you probably saw there, I just have it set up on a box for now. Again, as the first ever stream, the goal was to get it. The goal was to do it, to be here sitting with you, building. Because sometimes that's what it takes, is that first step of getting that together. And I really like to, since I feel like a lot of what I'm doing is building this brand of Ryan Builds It and building out all these different things. It's really big for me to try to be high quality from the beginning. I really want to show my best self, and so that's why I try to spend some of the extra time getting some lights, getting some different camera views, camera angles, and really trying to do my best to bring high quality content. All right. Oh, now this is kind of an interesting little piece. Let's see. Looks like this one plus this one plus, oh, one of these. Look, see, I set them all up, and now I'm busy looking for them still because didn't expect it to be there. All right, and then this piece goes right here. Looks like. So now I got this little edge piece. Gonna add a little bit more to it, it looks like. We've got one of these. This is a really cool turquoise color. I mean, really kind of specific to that Patronus branding, to the whole Mercedes branding. And I say that because you can even see on the box here, or like Patrona, like I feel like that you always see that called out in that different color. All right, so now we're gonna do this piece, and this is gonna need a sticker. I am really curious as to what people think of these stickers, because like I said, sometimes they're wonderful and they're super cool, but at the same time, I can't be the only one that has a hard time getting that perfect placement. All right. That one up. Another sticker on this one. Oh, this one looks pretty cool. 13. All right. So the real question is, do I just keep trying to get these stickers perfect? Or do I just let it slide and relax a little bit and say, it's okay. All right, so I got that whole side done, it looks like. And now this goes here. Did I make a mistake there? Because this is sticking out. Wait, it wanted me to, did I miss something with all this talking? So that looks right. Here's where it goes. So let's see. I did miss something here. I mean, it looks right. Like we've got this L piece sticking out here. But then when I try to... should I not have mounted? Did I already, in all this talking, did I mess up and mount this one? That's what it is. So this actually goes over here. But how is that not lining up with this L bracket? Man, I can't believe it. I honestly typically do not. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? This? I had it right. So this one did go on this side. Okay, so I'm not crazy there. You can see. Then I went through and built this whole piece, and it goes on the same side. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, shoot. Oh, it was just the steering wheel. Okay, that looks much better besides this piece that I popped off on accident. All right, now everything's looking in place. Now we've got the Patronus piece, and then we're going to flip it and add this back here. Give you kind of a cool view of it so far. So far, so good. Got the one side. Now it looks like we're going to start working on the other side. This happens to me all the time too, because I always build Legos on the floor. My foot is asleep. All right, this one shouldn't be too bad since it's just a mimic of the other side, so. Also, I'll have to figure out if this camera view is the best, because I know you're just kind of looking at the top of my head as I look down a bunch, so maybe like if I move it so that it's a little bit easier. All right. Here, no, I'm not finding, oh, here it is. There we go. Same thing as before. Make sure the orientation's right. Get it all lined up. Be a little more gentle there. Get those two hooks on this back side. All right, got that. And on to the next piece, which we've kind of already seen, right? So no surprises here. Hopefully should be a little bit quicker because I'm not paying attention. 12:30, it's not too bad. I should be able to get through this whole thing. If anybody knows like a general rule of thumb, like how many pieces and how long it takes, that would be great, because I find myself looking that up every single time. Maybe I just need to put that together for myself. And the only time it matters is like this, like with these lunch builds. Normally I like to just take my time and enjoy it, but you know, sometimes we got a little bit of a deadline. And this, the big thing after this is when I'm going to go back into my CAD and actually be able to draw the track. But this was like a really key piece for me to get. This whole car is a key piece for me to get. Get the measurements on. All right, and this piece, we'll do this piece. Lego is honestly, it's amazing to see too. I do enjoy a good Fortnite and some other games and things like that, and it's amazing to see. I mean, Star Wars, all of that stuff, and it's amazing to see how Lego has really used their brand and collaborated with so many different really cool brands to bring things like this F1 car. Because it's always so cool to see, have your own little piece of that journey, right? Like it's been super fun watching. I mean, Mercedes went from a top team to still a top team, but where Red Bull is taking over. I mean, I think everybody kind of jokes about who's going to win the race because it tends to be the same person if you haven't watched one lately. So there's always jokes about that, but it's crazy because just a couple years ago it was the same thing but a different racer. And so it's also been crazy to see what kind of rules they put in to try to really drive the competition and try to help balance it more. And it's also a little bit funny to see now where Mercedes is no longer getting as many first places and how they're a little bit more like, oh, should we be checking their car? So I saw a slight mistake from when it fell apart over there. I think this needed to go there. You can see how that fits so much better. Oh, of course though, I put on the wrong one. It should be the one with the branding on it, since I assume that's going to be the next step over here. Also, I do apologize if people are in the chat and I'm not seeing it because this is my first stream, so still learning a little bit about how everything works and making sure that I'm looking at the right things, streaming things the right way. And after I'll get to watch this on YouTube myself, and even I should start recording here because I completely forgot about being able to record on the first stream that I did of some of the CAD. Oh, I made a mistake. And so I really need to make sure that I'm recording these or have some sort of log. It looks like now I have it set up right, and it looks like YouTube will actually help save everything, but okay. But I want to make sure because, like I said, I'm going to likely use some of this content for the video that I have coming out this week. So all right, now this front piece. Also, something that's interesting that I feel like people don't talk about, like how different pieces of content are. I mean, we see it on TV every day, and I think take it for granted a lot when you see different big productions and stuff like that, but it's really wild the difference between like the videos that I film lately of these shorts and different putting things together versus like live streaming like this, and just how much of a different feeling it is. And even compared to like a live event where you're getting feedback, I mean, right now, with nothing going on in chat, with me just hanging out here building, I just am talking to myself, right? So it's a little bit funny. All right, this one looks like it's going up here. That was it's a little bit of a tough one to see. I think it goes up here. Looks like it's going to be an interface with the front control arms. Does that seem right? Yeah, that seems okay. Kind of showing those pieces. Might be a little tough to see. But you can see how these really blend in. All right, and then I can look and see like here, space, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, space, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then these two look like go up front here, 1 and 2. And then these ones, these little pieces go up. Am I on the right side still? Oh, no, I'm on the right side. Okay, so, oh, they're going on top of that to really cover it, give it that cleaner look. There, so getting some good progress. We're getting good progress. It's getting there. It's really cool to see this camera angle, honestly, because this camera is just picking up a lot of the different pieces that you can see. All right. Now we are on to number 2, which is good. It actually, I think the first 2 are the ones that build this, and actually it doesn't even look like it's that crazy. Am I the only one that just first thing goes and puts these wheels on? I think it's normally like the last step. I mean, even, come on, it's just the easy. It's like an easy win. These wheels actually look pretty cool. I mean, and tires are, you can see, it's actually interesting. They went with like the Mercedes coloring, or that turquoise that we were seeing before. So I don't know how to get this camera to focus. I'll just stick with this one. But you could see there, like the blue in it. It's kind of cool because that's actually not like the medium, soft, hard that they typically show, where it's red, yellow, and it might be blue, but this is definitely a different color specific to this Lego build. Which, those Easter eggs are cool little pieces to it, right? Also, I've got to say, doing this now, I'm definitely would advocate for. I'm glad I'm doing this before I have a big following, because when I have, if I were to grow a following, I want it to be, you know, have the practice and be doing things well. I mean, I know what's key is really the personality and having fun and enjoying yourself, but I like to be able to output like the best that I can. So I'm glad that I'm doing these pieces, because these are just learning pieces that you have to. I mean, everybody quotes the Mr. Beast quote when he says, you know, talk to me after your first 100 videos. And everybody's like, do you think it really takes 100 videos? And there's always so many questions. And the truth is, it's just him saying that all of it is a learning process. And all of these platforms, like YouTube, is so specific with what it's built. And it's built this really cool platform. And the more you learn about it and you see just what they're trying to do, but YouTube is really trying to help you find your audience. And that's why it just takes some time, because even like myself, I don't exactly know what audience I'm catering to quite yet, right? I do 3D printing and mechanical design, but at the same time, I'm having fun building Legos and making these unique things. And sometimes I wonder, like, am I doing this for entertainment, or am I doing it because I want to help teach people and help learn and build that community? And truthfully, sometimes it's tough because CAD is very tough. There's definitely a way to learn it, and there's resources out there. But for me, I spent almost a decade in the automotive industry, and the first training that I had was actually Ford Motor Company that taught me CATIA. And so, of course, you dabble in like Inventor and stuff when you're in college, but my first real amounting to and building different things for manufacturing was at Ford. And so I'm really grateful that I've had these experiences so that I can sit here today and kind of be an expert on some different things. Obviously, I'm not an expert on building Legos or anything like that, but helping to be an expert in these different fields like CAD design and 3D printing, because the experience that I have, I want to be able to share. And a big part of that is I had some really, really incredible mentors throughout my time, and they just really helped me grow and learn. And so I want to do the same for others, because it's really hard to find that. It's really hard to find your path and in different things, and to find a mentor that can really help support you. And so I mean, I just want to do what I can to build a community and help people, and because really it just it helps me too, because I'm a very people person. I love spending time with people and learning about people. And my dad always told me that life is about relationships, or sorry, he always told me life is about experiences. And I always thought that was really true. And some other side of it is I really think that life is about relationships, and those relationships are really what just help us grow and learn and get to share different things with each other. And I see a lot of that now, having a daughter myself, and wanting to even use things like Legos and cars and the things that I enjoy. Like, I want to share those with her and really like hope that she takes to it. Not that she has to, but it's like something that is fun when you get to share it and enjoy it with people you love. All right. This is really coming along quite well. I think we might have it done here within the hour, which will be so perfect to get back to work some, and then later get to putting together some of this different video for you guys to be able to enjoy before the race. Because I always end up doing things like this. Like, I want to do things that are relating to my own life, and so it tends to be pretty often that I'm doing different builds or different pieces kind of last minute. So but that's what kind of makes some of it relatable. It has to be kind of quick and in the moment, and I've got to be able to really push to get some things done. And so a lot of what you see is very real. I mean, I shouldn't say pretty much everything you see from what I put out is just these real stories of what I'm working on and what I'm trying to do to grow this and grow this platform. Is that where it's saying to put it? It seems a little odd. Right there at the top like that? Let me see. Oh, here it is. Here's a hook. Where does it want it to go? I see where it's showing to put this stick piece right here, but I'm not really sure where it wants these little pieces to go. Does that ever happen? I see it now, but does that ever happen when they already have it installed and you're like, wait, where are they trying to get me to look? There we go. That, I feel like whenever you see these pieces, like these little pieces there, I always think like, man, what cool thing is it going to be? Because it's always some kind of cool movable piece that's going to end up really looking cool on the build. All right. Oh, this is so bad. This is someone's number for sure, probably, that I just don't know. I mean, it's probably only one of two, right? It's not like there's a ton of cars on the track, but I've never really paid attention to their numbers. Is that something you pay attention to? Do you know who 44 is? Oh, and look at that. See, just what a satisfying click and what a cool piece to see. Just that. And then look how it's held right there with these. Super cool feature. All right, let's do these pieces. I wonder if some of it's hard for me to see though, just because I'm trying to talk about it and everything too. So I wonder if it makes it a little different when building. I've never live streamed a Lego build. I mean, heck, I've never live streamed. So, well, technically I did on Sunday. Sunday was my first live stream of CAD. I live streamed on Twitch. And that was definitely like a learning experience for sure. Really cool. And that's where you also just start gaining so much respect for all these people that are doing this, and you start to see how much it really, really takes. Because you think like, oh, all I got to do is pick up my phone and film myself. And sometimes that can be true, right? But I can tell you for me, like, it takes a little bit of setup time, takes a little bit of different things to really get to do it. I mean, I had to put up some lighting and get together the cameras, get together the software, make sure everything seems to look right for me. And it's a hard thing too, because you see a lot of content creators, just like with what I'm doing, it's me. It's me sitting here and working through this, and so it does take some of like me getting up and looking at the computer to be able to check things and doing these different things myself, because I don't have somebody checking it for me, and just kind of hoping for the best. But that's where you've got to do it, because as you do it, you'll just keep getting better, and then you can do less checks, you get more used to it, you know what to look for. It's just like doing these stickers. The more you do them, the better you get at just perfectly lining them and getting just a super clean look. I mean, that's looking super good. A little bit of lunch. All right, jumping back into it, doing some more stickers. Do you ever pick things up and put them in different places too? Like you probably just saw, I moved them over here and then over here and confuse yourself, and then you're like, wait, where did I put this? Oh, that one was a little off. Let's get that absolutely perfect. Come on. That one was a hard one. I was a little off, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I said to myself, this year I'm going to have grace on myself. I'm normally pretty tough on myself, pushing really hard, trying to do a lot of things, and in starting my own business and doing some of this content creation, and you often put pressure on yourself. I mean, you're setting a lot of your own deadlines, and you're really trying to get a lot of work done, and a lot of it is taking longer than normal because I have to grow that skill, right? I have to figure out how to do videography, figure out how to do all of these different aspects. And that's where I'm saying, like, I've done some of the videography and editing now at this point, but when it comes to live streaming, it's a whole different game. I mean, how do I keep talking, keep people engaged, be able to talk about myself, be able to talk about what I'm working on, be able to talk about the F1 race, like, and all of that comes with a lot of learning too, because I've got to be able to know know some of that, right? So that's where it's been nice that I'm doing a lot of these pieces that are relatable to me, because it just helps, because then I understand what I'm talking about. I understand what I'm working on. But man, if this like this is, it takes research, it takes time. So, oh man, now they want a small sticker on the back. This, like, look at that. Look at how small that is. Got it. Perfect. All right, so now this is going to go on the back of the car here. Now it's got its nice wing. So you can see it there. Looking pretty good. I mean, if I do say so myself, I think it's coming along. All right. Next, it looks like this goes here. Give it some stability. Oh, looks like this one I actually put on the wrong side. I probably showed you guys and you were like, oh, what the heck, that's wrong. And then of course, I'm like not noticing it because I'm too busy showing it rather than looking at it myself. Happens to the best of us. I hope. Or maybe I'm the worst of us. Who knows? All right. Here's another small piece. I really do like how they do features like this though. So you're seeing like there's that little gray, but they have you place like a black piece there that really just helps blend it. And those attentions to detail are just what make the Lego so cool and so well thought through. Now we get to make that iconic red light that's in the back of these cars. It's always that single red flashing light. Pretty cool. Because it's funny how, you know, it's a good indicator. Shows you how brake lights matter everywhere, right? You need to be able to help anticipate, especially in a high performance environment, be able to anticipate like what's happening and be able to see what other people are doing, because the last thing you want is a high-speed crash. All right, again with these really cool color pieces. Really cool. All right, then it looks like we're doing this and this. Oh, it looks like we're building the halo here. That's what this little clip will be. And you can kind of see it in there. That's actually super, super cool attention to detail there. And then these look like these pieces here, going up here. Again, where they wanted this nice show of that color, but then having it be this, not necessarily the centerpiece, but still having that smooth finish up top. Really cool aspect of the design. All right, so then what we need next is these pieces. Which are cool. Okay. You'll see my foot here, I'm moving around because it's asleep again. Oh, stretch it out. Oh, that's what an hour of build will do to you. An hour of sitting on the floor. Of course, after this, I'll just go back to sitting at a desk, so I don't know what's better. I guess the desk is probably more ergonomic. Soon I'll have to start really looking at some fun things for a desk chair, since I've really liked playing Fortnite. Getting back into that. Back into playing some games. But luckily enough, I don't do it too much, since I have a little one at home, so can't always just play by myself. There we go. Man, this is really, looks like we're coming into that home stretch right on time. Right on time. Okay, got that front wing. Got that piece. Really starting to come along. Look strong on the front end. Did I miss anything here? I don't think so. I might not be showing these quite well enough. All right. Putting together this piece. Some stickers. You can always tell, I feel like, too, how close you are to the end by how many stickers are left. Looks like one of these, and then one of these, like that. And then 24 goes right here. All right. 25. There's two 25s. That makes it easy enough. That's going to go right here. Then flip it over. Put one of these pieces in. And pop it onto that front wing. Ooh, that seems a little flimsy. Did I put that on the right spot? It looks like it. Oh, that's why. There we go. You want the double. All right, same thing, other side, typical. Really amazing how symmetric they make these, and just how entertaining they are to really work with. I mean, it's amazing how Lego's really inspired a generation. It really inspired me as a kid, loving to build things. It just inspired me towards engineering and CAD. I mean, I've always loved cars, and so Lego, just having so many different ones, it gave me this way of working with my hands at a young age when I couldn't use a mill or a lathe or any of those more complicated tools. And I really can't wait till my daughter can start building some of these and we can have fun together doing some of this. All right, we got this one and this one. Looks like this is going up here and this one back here. This one's gonna go on the front here and get a sticker, which again, we're getting a little low here, which is good. Ooh, this is actually getting 3 stickers. So that one's coming off, so I can really get my eyes on it. Okay, come on. Oh, I really messed that one up. There we go. Now we gotta get either side. Let's do this one first. Okay, one last side. All right, looking good. I mean, that's a pretty key one, so I should pop that on and really show it off. I mean, really helps bring together that nose. And so then we're gonna do, oh man, where's this one? Oh, there it is. 26 here. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because I hear my daughter finishing up lunch. I like to go say, give her a big hug and a kiss before she goes down for her nap. So let's do 15. So while I move quick, let's hope everything comes together great. Oh, of course I look at that. Just replace that, boom. And then that, and then it's wanting number 9. Which it looks like I already did. Oh no, here's 9. Oh, I see. I was missing where it was calling it out. It's calling it out up here. Ineos up there. And it looks like that really concludes the build, actually. So now they're saying to pop on the wheels. Make it look like the control arms. And then this one is going to be, oh, this one's got a different number on it, 77. Ah, so it must be that you have both racers. So whichever one you want to use, you've got it. That's pretty cool. That's a nice little feature. So you can switch out for whichever, I mean, again, the thoughts of this, because that's really cool, because then you can kind of choose which one you want to do. And then it shows this one up here. And I think we got it. I mean, that looks great. That is a super cool build. I mean, what a wonderful car. I can't wait to measure the width of the wheels and start working on that 3D printed track. So thanks for watching me build this. I mean, thanks for being a part of Ryan Builds It, and keep a lookout on TikTok and YouTube and everything for the latest video that'll come out featuring this and featuring a new part that I designed, a new track. Peace.